And welcome back into Assembly Hall. Joe Brennan alongside Ben Haller. Hoosiers on a hot streak right now, a 7-0 run in the last 55 seconds on an absolute tear. Here the Hawkeyes with it. Inbound to Sonano on the low block, working on Holmes. Puts it up, no good. Great defense by the Hoosiers. Grace Berger comes up with a rebound, brings it across the timeline, and she'll slow things down for the Hoosiers. Ball poked away, but Berger able to recover. 18 seconds on the shot clock as she hands it off to Moore McNeil, and they set up in their offense. Berger now on the right wing. Back over to Moore McNeil. Swings over to Garzone, but poked away by Clark. Now wide open in transition, gets it to fall. An easy fast break layup. That all started there by great defense by Clark.
You don't think Clark wants this one? She's playing with tremendous energy right now, and you talk about her shot-making ability, but it's really all around the kind of things Caitlin Clark can do on the defensive end as well.
Hoosiers lead by 5, 6:30 to go here in this ball game. Berger turns around, fires, and gets it to fall from 16 feet.
I think Berger wants it a little bit too. These two teams met 3 times over the course of last year. Iowa took all 3 of them. It's personal to Grace Berger, and it's showing right now.
Clark swings to the corner for Warnock. And they're going to call an off-ball foul on Sonano. She tried to cut to the rim, but bulldozed a few Hoosiers on her way down there, and Indiana will take back possession.
That's a frustration foul for Sonano. I know it's a stereotype talking about the crowd as a 6th man, but sometimes they can kind of feel like an extra defender.
And Sonano forced to take a breather with her 4th personal foul on the night. Hoosiers lead 71-64. 6 minutes to go here in the 4th. Scally on the left wing. Kicks it over to Moore McNeil. Now Holmes on the low block. Give and go. Kicks it over. Extra pass to Garzone. Gets it on the doorstep.
The ball movement of this Indiana team, always making the extra pass, the kind of players they have.
Hoosiers lead by 9. Caitlin Clark guarded by Moore McNeil, who's been on her like bark on a tree all day long. Warnock, the top of the arc, driving on Garzone. Double comes from Scalia. She gets the steal. Hoosiers have numbers moving in transition. Scalia swings to Berger from long range. Air ball. Warnock comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, that's big for Iowa. They need that one to slow the crowd down a little bit, slow the game down.
Clark quickly the other way, drives in with the right, gets the bucket to fall, and one. She'll head to the stripe for another.
It's impossible to put Iowa away just because of Caitlin Clark. She will not go quiet.
And she's so quick at bringing it from the backcourt to the front court. There just catches the defense sleeping, attacks with the right hand, and just catches the Hoosiers off guard. An easy bucket there. As the Hoosiers see the replay on the screen, the fans are not loving it.
It's not.
Clark gets the free throw to fall, converts the questionable and one, and the Hoosiers now lead by 6 with just under 5 minutes to go here. Berger on the right baseline, cross-court pass to Scalia. Reverses to Berger, top of the key. She's looking down low, but will give it up to Moore McNeil. Garzone wide open in the corner. Bang! Garzone hits it from downtown, and the Hoosiers now back up by 9.
A freshman should not be able to make that big of shots. Twice now.
On the inside, swings it out to Morton on the right wing. She hits front iron. Berger comes up with the rebound, and the Hoosiers are starting to feel pretty good about this game, Ben. Just over 4 minutes to play. Indiana with the basketball, up by 9. Grace Berger on the left wing. Takes a screen, drives with the right hand, spins back, goes up with the left, no good. Offensive rebound for the Hoosiers. Foul on the way up is Meister, and she'll head to the line for 2.
This is a big
one out, no man on the bags. Infield backed up a little bit for the big hitter in Ellis, as the third pitch is outside, 2-1 count.
Quick pace game. That's what you have with 1-0 games with only 9 hits.
Pitches away. Ellis puts that over the head of the first baseman of Crane. Looks to round first, but the big body Bugatti will pump the brakes and stay at first base.
Yeah, good job by Matthew Ellis, just muscling that 2-1 pitch over Davis Creighton's head, and he's finally his first hit of the series. That's got to please Jeff Mercer because it's been a rough go for him so far.
Yeah, Mercer forced to put him aside and put Ceruto in for him with those struggles as the Hoosiers will sub off Ellis and bring in a pinch runner.
Sam Murrison.
Murrison, yeah, he's definitely got a little bit more wheels than,
yes.
than Ellis.
The big body Bugatti is done for the day, so Peter Ceruto will handle the plate in the bottom in the next 2 defensive innings for the Hoosiers.
Now Cerny, the freshman, at the plate. That one's low, 1-0 count. You're starting to see Broniker slow down a little bit. Over 90 pitches on the day. That arm doesn't have the same speed that it did earlier today, but he's still been effective with it.
Yeah, definitely nearing the end of his outing. Double barrel action in the bullpen. 2 right-handers for the Knights down the right field line.
Swung on by Cerny. Gets nothing there, 1-1 count. Cerny had that triple at his last at-bat in the 5th. And the 1-1 is inside, 2-1 count.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the last batter that Broniker will face. If he gets the out, maybe he'll be able to go and get the 3rd out of the inning. But I think Chris Dominguez is going to pull him.
And that one is popped out to left field, but a little too far wide into foul territory. We're at 2-2. I mean, Broniker's done a spectacular job today, especially just by the numbers, bringing down that ERA from 15.5 all the way to 8.9. You don't see that a whole lot, but Broniker definitely a chip on his shoulder with 2 losses this season. That one is chopped out into foul territory as it rolls past the third baseline, and we're stuck at 2-2.
Yeah, great job staying alive by Tyler Cerny. We saw him have a 2-out triple into the right field alleyway, one hopping the top of the wall, looking to try to do the same. Actually, I think something in the gap will get Murrison home.
And he shoots it right over the shortstop's head into left field. The Hoosiers try and make it into a double, sliding into third and safe.
This past Saturday, the 3-0 Indiana Hoosiers faced off against the Cincinnati Bearcats. In their first road game of the season, IU had a chance to go 4-0 in their final non-conference game of the regular season. Let's take a look at what happened. Later in the second quarter, Tywan Mullen all over Tyler Scott on this one, but it doesn't matter. Scott brings it in for the touchdown. He looked like Waffle House on the day, always open. Western Kentucky winds up with the ball first. A 39-yarder blocked by Jalen Williams and scooped up by the Hoosiers. They try and take this one back for the game. 1 man to beat, but tackled at the 30-yard line. So now Charles Campbell from 51 yards out eyes it, tries it, buys it. Campbell wins it for the Hoosiers as they walk off 3-0 with a 33-30 victory. J.J. McCarthy and the Michigan Wolverines in Bloomington to take on the Hoosiers without Cam Jones. We start in the first. Connor Bazelak takes the snap and finds his back, Josh Henderson, who brings it in, breaks a tackle, and puts it in for the 11-yard touchdown. We're tied at 7. In the second, tied at 10 now, Jake Moody with a 26-yard chip shot, but it's blocked by the Hoosiers. No good. Now later in the second, Charles Campbell tries to give IU the lead, but this one is blocked as well, and we're still knotted at 10 going into the half. Here in the third, J.J. McCarthy rolls out and completes it to Cornelius Johnson, who hits the burners and dives into the end zone for the 29-yard touchdown, 17-10 Michigan. Michigan offense getting into a groove here in the fourth. J.J. McCarthy finds Luke Schneemaker, who dives in for the score, 24-10 Michigan. Michigan avoids the upset in this one as their offense found the rhythm in the second half as they get the win 31-10.
The Hoosiers hosted Indiana State in an interstate matchup. Indiana looking to carry the momentum from their 3-game win streak and remain perfect at home.
In a lot of sports, everything's the same. Baseball is impacted tremendously by the field, impacted tremendously by the weather. All those things have such a big impact, and when you're home, you're a lot more comfortable, and the guys are confident. You're able to practice and really you'll go into it well prepared.
Poor weather conditions late in this ball game, but it didn't affect either team's offense. As the rain came in, the runs came in with it. Indiana was able to seal this one shut after scoring 11 runs at the bottom of the 7th. That led to Indiana being able to close this one out 15-5.
I don't know. The rain might have helped, but yeah, we got hot at a good time.
The Hoosiers will